Hello everyone, myself SR Kamble, KKWA College of Agriculture Biotechnology, Nashik. Today we will discuss about the fruit crop breeding. Okay. So in India is best out with wide range of agroclimatic and soil condition. So therefore almost all type of fruits can be grown in one or other part of the country. So India is the second largest producer of the fruit next to China. In India, the horticulture crop occupy about 6.7% gross area and contribute about 18% of gross value of agriculture output and 52% of the export earning in agriculture. So in inherent nature of the long gestation period, high heterozygosity, scanty information of inheritance pattern, often cross pollination, excessive fruit drop, then parthenocarpy, and low seed number restricting the availability of hybrid seedling for evaluation are the real challenging in a crop improvement. Okay. So, even those plant hybridization and clonal selection have been attempted in a number of fruit crops, and these efforts have resulted in a development promoting variety. For example, in a mangoes, then grapes, guava, papaya, sapota, and banana. Okay, so systematic much more and dedicated efforts are required for the development of ideal variety through the modern tools. Okay, so more focus on search for a desirable gene and critical study of inherent pattern and use of biological tools are needed in a combining ideal characteristics in a varietal improvement program of fruit crops. So, what is fruit breeding? So, fruit breeding is the manipulation of a biological system that required many generations to achieve the result. Okay, so it is also a dynamic, existing, challenging profession operating under the continually changing condition. So what is the objectives of fruit breeding? So the object of fruit breeding depend on the fruit crops, then location and requirement of the consumers. So the main object of fruit breeding is to get maximum quality production per unit area and with per low cost beside the tolerant to biotic and abiotic stresses. The object or distincts are variable in respect of breeding for rootstock and science. Okay, so because of that the fruit breeding is done with the use of rootstock and scion. So first, that is a rootstock. So rootstock should be wide geographical adaptability. Means what? So it should be suitable for any climatic condition or adaptability. Okay. So next one, that is easily propagated and preferably through asexual means. Then compatibility with most of the scion cultivar having strong scion stalk union and more longevity. Then resistant to biotic and abiotic stresses. Then induction of dwarfing without affecting the productivity of scion cultivar. So it should possess strong root system without brittleness. Example, EM9 rootstock of apple. Okay. Then rootstock should be free from suckering habits. So some insects. Okay. Next one for science cultivar. So science should be dwarf stature. Stature means small. Okay. So science should be dwarf stature. Then regular and precocious and prolific bearing per unit canopy area. Means the science should be regular bearing habits. Okay, then high productivity with good quality fruits. Then science should be resistant to biotic and abiotic stresses. Then science should be attractive fruit color with pleasant aroma and it is suitable for the processing and export. Okay, so it should be good keeping and transport quality. So this is the characteristics of science. So next point, that is a general step in fruit breeding. So it is natural variability and created variability. So in the natural variability consists of introduction, domestication, germplasm collection through exploration. Okay, so this is a steps. So first it is a introduction. So introduction means it is a process of introducing plant or germplasm either from a foreign country or introducing plant or germplasm from one region to other region of the same country. Okay, so purpose of plant introduction is to for use in agriculture, forestry and industry, and for genetical improvement of a economical crop, and for studying the origin, distribution and classification evaluation of the particular plant. Next step, that is a domestication. So domestication is the process of growing plant and keeping under the human care and management. Next, that is a germplasm collection. So germplasm collection is a sum of all gene present in the crop, and it's include all white spaces related to the crop species, then cultivated improved varieties, then local varieties, etc. So collection of germplasm from a different source is an essential first step in any breeding works. Okay. So germplasm is usually stored at a low temperature in the form of seeds. So germplasm collection is done from within the country or from other countries. So next step, that is a creation variability. In that is first step, that is a mutation. So mutation are sudden unpredictable heritable change without any intermediate stage in the characteristics of an organisms. Okay, so maybe spontaneous or induced mutation. Next step, that is a polyploidy. So polyploidy means any organism which the number of complete chromosome set is higher than the diploid number is called polyploid, and the phenomenon is called polyploidy. Okay, so characteristics of a particular polyploidy by the leaf large, then thick and deep green color, then increase the number of floral parts, then fruits and seed much larger. Okay, so these are the characteristics of polyploidy. Next step, that is a hybridization. So hybridization means the mating or crossing of two plants or two parents or lines of a dissimilar genotype. The chief object of hybridization is to create the genetic variation. So when two genotypically different plants are crossed, the gene from both the parents are brought together in a F1 generation. Okay, so in that there are some types, that is intervarietal hybridization, interspecific hybridization, then intergeneric hybridization. So this is a types of hybridization. So next type of fruit breeding, that is a population with a local variability. Then after that selection of ideal idiotype, that is a elite plants. And next, that is performance of evaluation, and final stage, that is a mass multiplication, and finally distribution of particular varieties. Okay, so this is a general steps in a fruit breeding. Then the importance of fruit breeding. So although the cultivation and utilization of a fruit have been known in India since the Vedic age, okay, so modest beginning for systematic research was made only during the 20s. So owing to the growing awareness on the importance of a fruit in Delhi diet and the need to increase their supply position to the growing population, so more emphasis was laid on fruit research during the 60s. So especially during the last 15 years, the development of horticulture has gradually moved from the rural to urban areas, and from traditional agriculture enterprises to corporate sector adapting improved technology. So greater communicationalization and professionalism in the management of a production and marketing. So during the last 2 decades, research approach on fruit has undergone considerable change, with ever increasing the multi-location, interdisciplinary and in situational involvement to solve the specific problem in a coordinated manner. So intensive research in horticulture has been taken up in many ICAR institution, that is a Indian Council of Agriculture Research. So agriculture university for the last 50 years, with the result that many improved cultivar have been made available for the planting by the horticulturist, despite the fact that the problem are encountered in a breeding of horticulture crop are enormous. Okay, so research of crop improvement in a fruit crops is receiving considerable argumentation on account of the newly intermediate emerging production constraint due to pest, disease, drought, then salinity and climatic change. So the some limitations of fruit crop breeding. So most of the fruit crops have long generation cycle of 2 to 10 years depending upon specific and cultivars, and hence more recombinations are not possible. So this is the one more limitations of fruit crop breeding. Then fruit crop have long juvenile period, and making it difficult for early assessment and or strain, example mango and jackfruits. Okay, so majority of the fruit species are highly heterozygous, requiring large population for an effective selection. So most fruit species are polyploidy in nature, means more number of chromosome numbers, example bear, then banana, etc. So polyembryony nature of fruit species, example citrus, then mangoes, then presence of parthenocarpy and seedlessness. So this is the one more limitations of fruit breeding. Okay, example banana, pineapples, etc. So presence of sexual incompatibility, example mango, apple, pear, locust, etc. More number of chromosome hinders genetic analysis, example bear and mulberry. So excessive fruit drop, it is a major limitations of fruit breedings, that is examples, some examples, that is mango, citrus, grapes. Okay, so presence of single seed in the most of the cases for not number of crosses, example mango, lychee, moa, etc. So this is a one more limitations of fruit crop breeding. Okay, this is a major limitations in fruit crop breeding. Okay, so it was about fruit crop breeding. I hope you understood. Thank you.